En Perros en Acción, nos honra presentar al señor Jorge Nallem en una entrevista exclusiva al señor Jack Ireland, juez de todas las razas de origen canadiense.
Hello, Jack. We would like to tell us about your life in dogs and to ask you to highlight the best moments in your life in dogs as a judge, as a breeder.
What I can say is actually the people I've met through dogs has brought many relationships, friendships, enemies, comrades, all through dogs. You know, a hobby with dogs to me is the fact that you can meet someone who is a doctor, lawyer, or a garbage collector. And we never get to the occupation. We talk about what we have in common is dogs. And that, to me, is one of the highlights of my life in dogs.
Well, we really don't know in North America, but I'm sure you had made much more friends for what I know here in South America. You're very well respected as a judge and as a breeder, of course. And maybe you remember especially some moment showing dogs or some special dog that you have breed and show, or something you want to tell us about your career, not as a judge, that is how we know you better, but in your career as showing your dogs.
Well, I really think going over the years I've judged and also been an exhibitor and a handler, it's the fact that many dogs and people come into your life, and certain dogs, certain people, you become very attached to, and it gets very emotional. You become attached to people that have passed on, dogs that have passed on, and it's hard to name in particular dogs or people or breeds or shows, but I have to say that probably my things I remember fondly is the fact that I think South America is my most favorite spot to judge. And I'm not saying that because I am in South America now. It's the fact that the people, the dogs, you become very warm and attached to them because you see the same people when you come back. Certainly you don't see the same dogs because you come back over a period of years. But it's the fact that there is a warmth in South America that some countries lack. And they don't mean to lack it, it's only because of their culture. But South America is much, I say it's a country where you eat very late at night, you get up early in the morning, you go on about your business, and I feel very comfortable here. When you mention dogs, about dogs that I've seen and respected, there's been dogs in South America. There's certainly a couple of Dobermans that I've certainly I remember very closely because I've judged them. And I remember the American National Boxer Club, I've judged it 5 times, doing different classes and different breeds, or different categories. And I remember those dogs that I put up, and those things stay in your memory. I also remember the greatest dog I ever had was called Night Watch, who produced 167 champions in 3 countries. And we still have frozen semen on the dog and collecting from, and he's whopping, we're gonna have whelp puppies, I should say, in a few weeks with this dog. Those things stick in your mind and nobody can take that away from you, and that's what you remember.
No cambies. En el próximo bloque te presentaremos a los miembros de una familia que se divierten y disfrutan viajando con sus amigos para presentar sus exitosos ejemplares en las mejores exposiciones de Latinoamérica. Quédate con nosotros. Hay más Perros en Acción.